Greetings everybody, I hope you're doing good, I hope you're doing great, I hope you are doing grand. Today we are talking about Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. More importantly, we are talking about the character creation and the different character classes within the game. There are 3 different character classes: Crusader, Assassin, and Psyker. Today we are talking about the Psyker class. Every class has its own 3 subcategories, and for the Psyker, these are the Imperialist, the Aether Walker, and the Scryer. Now, all 3 subclasses of the Psyker have the same basic traits, but they have different weaponry and a different initial starting perk. However, each type of Psyker can use each other's weaponry within the game if you so choose. Now, the Psykers get Perils of the Warp. Psykers gain warp heat points as penalty for using psychic powers. Accumulating these points may spawn warp anomalies or even demons. Warp heat can be reduced by using force weapons. But they also get psychic powers. Due to their unique talents, only Inquisitors with a Psyker background are permitted to use psychic powers. And force weapons amplify their wielders' Imperium powers. Force weapons can only be used by Psykers. So, the Imperialist starts with the Force Staff, which is a psychic weapon which is very hard to master. An arcane conduit to channel the wielder's amplified will into the target. They also get Imperial Armor, which even the existence of the ceremonial armor is fervently denied out of the Caligari Conclave. It uses long-forgotten xenotechnology to create a warp anomaly that halts the flow of time for a short duration. And also, the Imperialist's initial starting perk is Mind Drift, which is plus 20% damage at maximum warp heat. Warp heat is his unique resource used for his abilities. Second up, we get the Aether Walker. The Aether Walker starts with a Force Sword and a Force Rod. The Force Sword can be a formidable psychic weapon in the hands of a trained Psyker, capable of banishing demons back to the Immaterium with a single strike. Combined with a Force Rod that stores raw psychic energy, only a few can weather the wrath and insanity of the Aether Walker. They also have the Aether Walker Armor. This ancient, psychically reactive armor phases its wearer between the Immaterium and real space, permitting to travel short distance in the blink of an eye. And the Aether Walker's initial starting perk is plus 10% damage for every buff effect on the character. So he's really good at buffing himself up and then unleashing massive amounts of damage because he's like loads of buffs. And third off, we have the Scryer. The Scryer has a bolt pistol and a force rod. The bolt pistol is a sturdy, cumbersome weapon firing mass reactive bolts that detonate on impact or inside the target. Combined with a force rod that stores and channels raw psychic energy, the Scryer wields the perfect combination of physical and otherworldly threat. He also has the warp-bound armor, which is a lightly armored, psychically attuned suit that permits the Psyker to project its disembodied presence over the physical world, to gaze beyond the veil, making the Scryer the master of virtually undetectable reconnaissance. And his initial starting perk is Blood Driven, which gives him plus 20 movement speed for every kill for 5 seconds, but it doesn't stack. So killing multiple enemies doesn't give him even more movement speed, it just refreshes the timer on his current movement speed. Psychic powers are pretty interesting within the game. They're definitely a very different playstyle from the Crusader and the Assassin, and I highly recommend you try them out if you're interested in this game. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you're all doing great. I hope you're all doing well, and I will catch you all later on.